And now to that developing story in the NBA. The Clippers releasing a statement saying they've been informed by the league that their trade of Kawhi to the Raptors is on hold until the league completes its investigation of the team in the coming weeks. The NBA is trying to determine if the Clippers circumvented the salary cap to pay Leonard more by using no-work contracts through a company that Clippers owner Steve Ballmer invested in. Here's Shams Charania on that.
Even though this Kawhi Leonard deal has been stalled, the expectation from both the Clippers and the Raptors that eventually it will be processed and go through, but it remains to be in the hands of the NBA and its investigation into the Clippers regarding the aspiration case alleging that Kawhi Leonard was funneled money. This case has been going on for over 10 months, but now, all these months later, both of these two teams, including three players in Kawhi Leonard, Grady Dick, and Brandon Ingram, are now in limbo. This does not mean, though, that the trade has been kiboshed. Both the league office and the independent law firm are going to continue to go through their process, and both teams will wait for the outcome of that. Adam Silver said about a month ago that this situation was going to be wrapped up. Still no conclusion. Now this deal is on pause, and there's no timetable for resolution.
This is a big deal because this is the guy the Raptors are hoping to bring back into the fold. The guy who had arguably the greatest single season in franchise history. In one season north of the border, Kawhi led the team to their only title and put up the third highest scoring average in Raptors history. For more, here's Tony and Pablo with PTI's bonus topic.
All right, Pablo, what is your reaction to the Kawhi Leonard trade being put on hold?
Yeah, in some ways you're talking to the worst possible person, but also, I guess, the ideal. I started this investigation that launched all of this 10 months ago. Published 11 episodes, found a whistleblower complaint naming the Clippers that was submitted under penalty of perjury, found money in, money out, financial statements, documents from inside of this company Aspiration in which the Clippers co-owner Dennis Wong is putting in $2 million 9 days before Aspiration pays Kawhi Leonard while the company is otherwise in default. And I can go on and on. So I'm the guy who seems to have, at the very least, a track record of saying there's a lot here you could rule on already. You can make this decision. And yet the question I have, Tony, is why did this particular development take 9 days to become public after the trade was made public on June 30th? That's what's confusing to me. It doesn't really make a ton of sense. It seems like, if nothing else, a giant PR disaster that could have been avoided through some coordination if that's what did not happen. But really, I'm wondering, did they find something that might align with the independent journalism that I've done, or is this just a smokescreen of a different kind?
Yeah, so I mean, I have the normal cynicism that anybody who worked for a newspaper for 40 years has about events like this. And I honestly believe when they literally traded him out of the country, I mean, to me, that was a sign that nothing was going to happen and everything was going to be fine with the NBA. And I also have always believed that they would have an internal investigation and they would announce that nothing rose to a level of standard that any punishment was involved. But if you're going to do this, if you're going to actually put that trade on hold, which surprises me, does that indicate to you at all a greater chance for any punishment for the parties involved, including the Clippers and Kawhi?
So I continue to do reporting on that very question. My thesis this entire time, according to my reporting, stands up, which is that there is a public relations concern that governs the decision-making. But in terms of the substance here, I will tell you that there should be, and it's not particularly close. But that is it, I suppose, for now.
Remains an unrestricted free agent. He can sign with any team this summer at any time. This will be his 24th season in the NBA for the 41-year-old James. And standing by once more is our Shams Charania here in Vegas. So, Shams, what's the latest in this process?
Hannah, all of the information so far has funneled through agent Rich Paul with LeBron James. And so they've been in a process of gathering information. And one interesting wrinkle that has occurred in the last several days is some of the leading suitors for LeBron James, whether that's a Golden State, a Cleveland, Miami, Minnesota, Philadelphia, some of them have been able to send a voice note to LeBron James via Rich Paul. So whether it's an owner, a president, or a general manager, being able to record a voice note, I'm told, send it to Rich Paul, and that makes its way to LeBron James. This is just a part of LeBron James's process of studying as he makes a decision. He has not been in a rush. There's been no timetable that he's been operating under. I'm told there's been a lot of family time, friends time, golf, of course, over the last couple of weeks. The last 2 he's spent in the Akron, Ohio area, including with one of his close friends that he grew up with in Brandon Weems, who's now one of the leading executives of the Cleveland Cavaliers under President Kobe Altman. So the process continues, and it's unclear whether Cleveland or Miami have been among the teams that have sent a voice note to LeBron via Rich Paul. Again, they kind of don't need to. They already had him in their buildings in the recent past.
Okay, I'm sorry, that's hilarious. Shams, we appreciate your attention to detail is just unlike any other that you have unearthed that, Shams Charania. Thank you so much. We'll check back with you.
What in the world?
Okay, front office, man. I mean, can you imagine?
Well, I'll say this. In 2010, when we met with LeBron, we rolled in Jay-Z. So we certainly have changed a lot in 16 years. We also gave him an iPad that showed him why he could become the first billion-dollar athlete. However, the league wound up investigating us for a salary cap circumvention.
Wow.
So
there you go.
Certainly a lot has changed. And when the #1 free agent and one of the best players ever is out there, you will do anything.
So you're telling me that we have all these executives bringing their phones out,
Waiting for voice notes.
even of the elder generation, and it's like, hey, LeBron, come to my school. This is what we're doing in 2026. You know what? I love it.
Wait, so I'm like picturing Alex Rodriguez, right? Like sitting there.
No.
Voice
His has to be like a FaceTime. He can't do a voice memo.
I love it, man. I love that he's taking his time. Obviously, I want him to see where he's going. Teams would love to see where he's going. He's enjoying his family. He's enjoying his golf. He's letting Rich do his job. But this does seem a little extreme. But when you're the king, you get away with a lot. You can do whatever you want.
I just think it's so funny.
It
And I'm
is.
wondering what they're saying. And I wonder if they're like scripting out like what they want to say or just saying,
Passing
please,
the phone.
please. But anyway, that's great. I love the process. Listen, we've seen people making pitches. We saw Bob Myers on a podcast making a pitch with Rich Paul just sitting there. All right, so we're in Vegas. Anybody hit the tables last night?
No.
I did not. I'm not a gambler. I don't think I'm a lucky guy.
I'm really proud of you all. And I'm glad that you saved some time because we're going to play a little poker right now. We're going to go all in for the king. So does everybody have their poker hand
I do.
in front of them? Where's our chips? Okay, whatever. Details. Danny,
Yes.
you have a poker hand. We're talking Sixers. What hand do you think they have?
They have a full house. And speaking of the process is
Oh,
now
there you go.
with the big JB. You got the big 7 there now. You got VJ Edgecombe with the 2 7s. So we got 3 7s on
Okay.
board. Those who can't see right now, sorry.
There you
Got
go.
3 7s. And if you bring the king,
Yeah.
you got 2 kings. So that's a full
I
house.
love it.
You obviously got Tyrese Maxey, you got Joel Embiid. This is a really good set roster, especially when Joel is healthy. You add LeBron James to that, this is an unbelievable hand that you could not, it's hard to beat.
Tyrese Maxey
I'm gonna
is
go
also a
with the full house.
client.
Yes.
All right.
So there you go.
So
There's a
there
lineup
we go.
right there. Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Jaylen Brown. There's a 77 with the 7s. Add the king with Joel Embiid. This is a lineup that said you're in the East. This is one that's hard to beat.
Yeah, and Shams reported that it was the Brown trade that really brought the Sixers into the mix here. All right, who you got?
Danny, do you know what beats a full house? Okay.
Unfortunately, I know a lot of things beat a full house.
Hello, I'm going to reveal mine. It is 4 of a kind.
For who?
LeBron James going to Golden State.
Okay.
4 of a kind because
4
we're
kings.
talking about 4 kings,
4
4
kings.
championships. And let's think about just the synergies there. There are a lot of romance brewing. We saw it. It started
Draymond
in Paris, right? Steph and LeBron. You think about Draymond Green. That's his bestie as well. Defensively, this 4 of a kind is elite. You include Steve Kerr, who coached Steph and LeBron, and especially in those big clutch moments.
And they all have 4 rings.
They all have 4 rings.
Oh, I love it.
So I'm looking at this potential starting 5, looking at how they respond well. The respect is mutual. But most importantly, can you imagine, we talk about assists to, shots from Draymond to Steph. Imagine Draymond screening and finding LeBron James the game. This would be one of the highest basketball IQs, the greatest shooter of all time, one of the greatest players of all time, one of the greatest facilitators, one of the greatest coaches. That's why I've got 4 for the K.
hand.
4 for the K.
Very excited. Like making it rain.
Bring
Okay.
out the chips.
It would be
All
very
right.
exciting to watch, though.
But I really do want to go to a
Bob
casino
might have
with
the
you.
strongest hand.
Wow.
Bobby, Bobby, you have the Cavs.
I
What
do.
kind of hand do they have?
Well, as they say in Vegas, the house always wins, right? And when you look at it, right,
That is the house.
right. And,
Okay, hold it up.
Here we go. And I'm not even a card player, so I don't even know what this means. But I know what the producer told me. But I think, well, listen, when you look at Cleveland, you've got Donovan Mitchell, you've got James Harden, who's going to sign, you've got the bigs and Evan Mobley and Jared Allen, you've got the shooters off the bench and Max Strus and Sam Merrill. And young man, it's never too late to go home. Back to Cleveland for LeBron James.
But according to Shams, they're not doing this.
I know.
They're not sending voice memos because they
They
don't
know
have
him already.
to.
They know him well. Yeah.
Okay.
I like that, too. We got the house royal flush. I like Jalen Tyson. They got Tomlin over there. They got pieces, Sam Merrill. Going back home would be storybook, but all these destinations I think are great. And the royal flush obviously beats the 4 of a kind, and it beats the full house.
Why are you going to do
So
that,
I don't
Flora?
know.
We're trying to win over here.
We'll see if
trying to make
Cleveland-
some money over
It would be
here.
nice to see him go home, but again, I would love to see him in Philly. I would also excited to see Golden State.
I feel like this is.
No,
Oh, I'm not
older.
good at. I'm not good at like
But
dicing. You know what I mean?
Ron, take your
showing
time,
off
but
your
let us know.
Bad.
I would love for him to do something new. That's
Yeah,
what
there
I
you
would.
go.
I would.
Yeah, why not?
Cool. It's a really cool
Somewhere
final
you weren't
chapter.
there. Someplace
There you
you
go.
haven't played before.
Might be
Yeah, okay, which would be Minnie, Philly,
Denver,
Golden State. Who
Golden
knows?
State, Philly.
Denver does not appear to be one of the top 5
No.
left
What?
right
Not
now.